Hey, Vicky Crystalina, Mr. Edward. So, wow, this beautiful energy that's just coming forward. I'm going to step away because they're just like, okay, we're ready. Um, so let's just take a deep breath. Um, Allow yourself to tap in. No particular way. Just feel it flow through you. It is not by accident that you are seeing this when you see it. The energy that you're tapping into is the alignment of all selves. You may be feeling a disturbance somewhere. Tap in. Puete nete solenete netai toe nete solenete. Kaya toe nete tete netai. Breathe. Aselenete koe nete. Feel the flow of you. Now you are ready. Your bodies, we would say over the last couple of months, are proceeding to walk in all consciousness of who you are. As you allow your participation in this, your bodies are adapting in a completely different way. As you may find yourself where you are feeling the exhaustion, the urgency, your bodies are saying to rest. Grounding will help and assist. There are many ways to ground by walking in nature, connecting to the soil beneath your feet. Sit with the wind, sit in the sun and the rain and the beautiful sun. As your body is adapting to a new way of being, of holding a frequency for what has been dormant is now arising. You are matching the energy of Gaia herself, the mother. And as her body shifts and changes within, your body is going through the same. Much rest is needed. Many of you are making this so difficult It is not. Pay attention to the body. It will never lead you wrong. Rest, allow, in the consciousness of your being, it is wholeness. You have chosen to be here in this participation. You have chosen to take on the half of the collective at times. We will say half right now. As you tap in, you will connect more and more to the collective of who you are. See, nature is not disconnected in any way. Your bodies are adapting. Your energy is adapting. You will feel many things from sleep to instant energy. Go with it. What is happening on the outside, what you see in your world, is bringing forward so much more in the interworld of this beautiful home you call Earth. Over, we'll say, a couple of months, this will accelerate on every level into your new year. Some will see the chaos and feel the destruction of themselves as they see it in their world. Those who are aligning with oneself, aligning to their true nature self, will observe it, but will not see it. It is like far off in a distance, something happening. You're just not there, feeling anything, or you really are not there. You are still seeing for a while now what you call the 3D. It may be looking through a window and seeing the happenings and just walking away. No, you have left that piece. You are not there anymore in any part of yourself. Your body is adapting to holding a new energy, a new way. Each one of you today, as you woke up and aligned with the mountains, aligned with the sky, aligned with nature somehow, even in the planetary's lining, it's brought balance, instant balance to your world. As you align more to yourself, you are accelerating the process. No one is slowing it down, but when one becomes one with self, you are a true nature being, not separated from true self of who you are. Your existence, your environment, watch it change. It will change right before your eyes as you allow yourself to walk a different way. Many of you will bring forward this now. Many of you have so many beings around you. We will not say all. Some came here with nothing. Wow. Maybe you have never heard that before, but it is true. They came here to just coexist, to fill the space. Yet all who came with many beings, they have been in the waiting waiting for you to call upon them. Right now, we are bringing forward the beloved channel's dragon. Many of you have dragons and other beings. Your stones that you place around yourself. It will assist your body in adapting to this new way of being. You see, your self walks through many dimensions of selves through your days, every moment. A good analogy is through your doorways. We will say there is an entightening. An entightening. It is not so much the correct word, but it aligns with the frequency of it. So do not fill into this word, fill into it, the frequency running through your body right now. The channel does not obtain a correct word, or is there a correct word? You are expanding at accelerated rates. You have seen every part of you, we would say, at least over this last year. It is just to show you how far you have come. There is so much gratitude here. Oh, we could not do this without you. It would just be different if we had to do this alone. Well, we have done that many times. You have asked for this time. It has been happening for a while, for eons, we would say. Many may say it's the reckoning. It is not. It is the rebirth and the birth of oneself. Going and being godlike is a good example. Not that anyone is not God within themselves, for they are. And even this word God is not resonating with this channel, but for many out there right now watching this resonates. The beloved channel would say more, the creator. Your bodies are adapting. Pay attention. Nature is your saving grace. For you are it, and it is you. The beings, we will say, rising to the occasion, are assisting in a frequency that is now hitting, we will say hitting this earth plane collectively, fully, to help in bringing uncomfortableness into your bodies. This uncomfortableness is moving you in some way. Tap into that uncomfortableness, no matter what it is, no matter how many times it shows up. You are doing it, all of it. If you are tapping in, becoming more of you, what a beautiful journey. Before we sign off, is there any questions, beloved?
I had a more personal question actually coming through about the land I'm on in this moment. What's its significance. If that's the right word. I just feel like, yeah, inquiring about the land that I'm on.
Requiring about the land that you're on or that you're going to.
Maybe both.
We feel this. Even the animals feel this energy moving very quickly into your life. And this is happening for many of you. Once alignment is accomplished in your body, and we stumble over this word accomplished because it is not a big enough word. Your alignment is wanted by you. Then everything arises to your occasion without ease, with ease, with ease. It flows to you. Your systems do not run. Have you noticed? Yes, you may have all noticed the breaking down, the renewal, things falling away. This is perfect, perfect. To let go is to become. So as your body aligns, and it is aligned, we will state right now, as you sit, as this channel sits, your body is completely aligned. And we will say, they do not sound like practices, but your ceremonies that you do through your day align you even more. You're very conscious of, we will say, surroundings and of oneself.
It's like the land. It's like there are these different bodies that we wear, and then there's the inner body, which is maybe like the human body. And then I notice, like, when we go through these cycles of growth, I often have a bit where I'm really like slow, like what we'd call like low energy for like exertion outside of the body, like need to rest a lot. And then it's almost like, then after that, usually my mind says something like, oh, you've got lots to do now because you've been resting or whatever it is. But then my body, it's almost like I can't, it's just so much more powerful than my mind. And it just wants to be in the land around and and work the land, for lack of a better word, but like clear the land. Like, and I notice as you were talking, it's almost that's just the second layer of the body where it just wants to sort of it's just clearing and moving the energy in that part of the body. And I had that this weekend where I almost just like it wasn't like it was very conscious, but it wasn't like premeditated, like, oh, I'm gonna clean all the corners of the land that I'm on. But I realized that's where eventually that's what's happened. I was just drawn to different parts and I realized that it felt like a real full cycle because when we arrived in this land, there was lots of rubbish and so it's been quite a job to clear it all out. But I realized like, oh, this is the final sort of two corners. And it felt like, yeah, there's significant timing. Um,
Absolutely.
because it feels that that's the mirror of the body. Like you said, I now feel actually really the word like is I feel really centered in my body because it feels like now, especially in that outer body of the land that I'm sitting on, like now the energy flows really well. So it's not like pulling my energy from my central body because it needs to like put more energy into one area to like move, to move in a different direction. It can now like flow almost like circular. So yeah, thanks for just like hearing that because I sort of helps me process it, speaking it out like that. But yeah, just like this, when you said nature is your saving grace. that sort of was my feeling today. Just like, oh, just the gratitude for just the simplicity of nature. Like it's so complex, but it presents itself so simple. Um, yeah, I was just watching the birds today, and yeah, I mean, I could just probably spend lifetimes just watch, just one bird. What a yeah, magnificent performance.
And that is being one with nature. You explained it so beautifully. And it is moving you, for you have been on this land before.
Hmm.
And hmm,
I guess that's what my question was. That's where I was going. It was. There we go. It feels like such a significant moment in, let's say, the human story. And so why, why am I not in Shasta, for example, or why am I not in, you know, somewhere else? It feels like a really special part of the world, but not necessarily obviously so. Like it doesn't have like, oh, a huge mountain, which is just like, draws you as you. So I was just that's where my curiosity is, and maybe it doesn't matter, but it's what sort of arose as you asked if I had any questions, so I thought I'd speak it out.
and beautiful. Many are doing this, so it is perfectly aligned. Many are recognizing themselves in the most gentle ways. Yet it is now time to be fully one, like the beloved Edward brought forward. And you can feel, that. You can feel the flow. You can feel the balance in your body. Move towards your hands, your feet, the lower parts of your body instead of the upper parts of your brain. You're noticing now, you instantly go to another place in nature. And Edward explained it so beautifully. Hmm. So be grateful, rest, drink lots of water. And allow to trust your body.
Hmm. It's the feet, isn't it?
Mm.
You often hear like, oh, follow your heart, which is definitely like true, but it's much easier to differentiate between the mind and the feet sometimes than it is between the heart and the head, which voice is which. Whereas when you just let your feet take you where they need to go, want to go, it's and the hands then follow. It's like the feet, the feet are so connected to the heart and the land, um, the bridge between the hearts.
Mm.
Uh, and then the hands just naturally follow that. That was my big that was one of my big revelations this lifetime, was being in lockdown and just letting my feet walk where they wanted to walk, and then letting my hands just be the forest.
Mm.
And it just moved energy. It's like the most beautiful meditation. Like sometimes it might be something really weird, like moving like a rock from one place to the other, or um taking the dead wood out of the trees is the one that always sort of calls me, and it feels so good just to like take the dead branches out, which Vicky has a hairdresser in another lifetime. Probably know about that as well.
Truly, truly, truly. Yeah. My guide stepped away, but I just felt like this.
Yeah. That was beautiful. It's always such a nice confirmation, Vicky. Thank you so much for that today.
Thank you. I'm gonna sign off, but you stay on. So I send love to all of you. I send love to
Thank
all of
you.
you. And I want you to know that I just love you all. I just love you all. I truly, truly do. So may you all be blessed.